Good morning, or afternoon. Um, Welcome to my show, Monday Meditation with Carla. Sorry, that's my phone letting me know that I'm live. um, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I hope everybody had a wonderful and safe Halloween. I hope that everybody was able to celebrate Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, honoring our ancestors, our loved ones that have passed on. That whole scene, is very important. Hey, Linda. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. Today, I'm just going to do a short kind of meditation. Hi, Sabrina. That's cousin Sabrina right there, everyone. Yesterday, actually within the past few days, I've been doing some energy work, getting in touch with some loved ones on the other side for other family members. Last night, I had a very interesting couple hours, some time with some people, with some family members from my mother's side of the family, reaching out to loved ones. And sometimes when our loved ones pass on, of course, well, all the time, right? The ones that are here, the family that remains here, we go through tremendous grief. And sometimes we become crippled by that grief and how much we miss them and how much we love them. And over this weekend, I realized that a lot of people actually need on this side of the veil, that a lot of people actually need. I don't know if you want to call it closure, but to me, I like to use the term healing, because we have unfinished conversations in our minds that we wish certain things we could have said to them before they passed. Or we could have said things to them that we maybe wish we hadn't have said those things to them. Or maybe sometimes we just think they didn't understand where we were coming from, or maybe just kind of a little confusion there. There's many different things that people feel, and as everybody grieves differently, as everybody handles grief differently, very, very much so. It's something that after doing the work that I did this weekend, Saturday, of course, I went with my fellow, with the beautiful ladies and some gentlemen that were up at the coven. Yes, I do attend a coven. Yes, I do consider myself a witch. I am a good witch. I do many different things throughout my life. I have been, just drawn to the moon, the different energies, all these other things, been able to see spirit. I just never really opened up to a lot of people about what I do. Some people kind of knew, people along my career path, coworkers, people in my life, they've always just kind of been, you're a little different, aren't you? Now that I've actually come out of this witchy closet, I guess you can call it, this medium, or how, I don't really define my name. I mean, I don't know. I'm just a Jill of all trades. I do a little bit of this, I do a little bit of that. But at the same time, I know that a lot of things have come into play this weekend, and I just want everybody to know that when we are able to silence our minds, we are able to reach out to those that we love, especially when it comes to our deepest, darkest moments where we feel so very alone. And sometimes we just feel, all of a sudden, we just feel this great sadness. We feel this great, like, God, I wish I could talk to them. We all go through that. It's just like, oh gosh, if I could have just 5 minutes, I wish I could just, say, blah, 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 whatever. I just want you guys all to know that your ancestors are here. Yes, this is the time of year where most of them are actually, the veil is much thinner. We are able to converse with them. We are able to hear them. We are able to get more messages from them this time of the year because the veil is so much thinner. But at the same time, they're always with you. They always hear you. They always understand you. They're always sending you messages, regardless of whether you're able to acknowledge them or not. Some of us are not able to, until we actually, the synchronicities. There's some people that get the numbers, the 555s, the 444. Last night, a relative of mine said that she kept getting the synchronicities of 758. She kept seeing on the clock 758. That was like all the time, regardless, whatever she was doing, day or night. I'm assuming it was like 758, 758. Well, we Googled 758, and that's something that says stand in your power, be the woman that you are, the person that you are, all those kind of things. If you're feeling like you're having some kind of, loneliness, or you want to speak to your spirit guides, or even to your ancestors, you're missing them deeply, they're always with you. They may even be close to you. You may be sensing their vibration, and they're able to let you know that, hey, I'm here. It's okay, but you know what? They just want to let you know that you're never alone. They are always with you. It's funny because my grandmother, Nana, who is my dad's mom, she likes to travel around to the family, and she likes to, she was a nurturer in life, and just as she's a nurturer in the afterlife. And she is just one to continue to follow the family, and she oversees everybody. She is working magic on the other side. I do tell you, your family members on the other side, your loved ones, even your best friends or whoever, the ones that are very, very close to you, are able to work miracles for you. They're able to help to clear those paths for you at times. You just have to ask, because they are not able to intervene unless you ask for their assistance. Okay. So with that being said, let's just go ahead, and we're just gonna do a very simple breathing exercise. And what this is going to do is, sometimes because we get overwhelmed in our own emotions, we're not able to focus just on breathing itself. So when you're able to take a deep breath in and blow it out, it settles your mind. Take another deep breath in. And the more you continue to do your breathing in and breathing out, you find that your body relaxes. You're getting more oxygen to your brain. Even if you count yourself, say you breathe in deep for 5 seconds. Hold it for 5 seconds. And then blow it out for 5 seconds. You automatically begin to feel this relaxation. And you just continue to do that. And you can even move up to, when you're able to really focus on your breathing, you can even take it up to 8 seconds, 10 seconds, wherever you're comfortable. Okay? And you will notice that your body automatically shifts into the meditation mode. It becomes very natural. And it also helps to, sometimes you'll get those thoughts that come into your head. Acknowledge them, but you don't have to, let them go. That's okay. I'm one of those, I'm like, I'm doing my meditation, all of a sudden squirrel, squirrel, and I'm like, okay, focus on my breathing again. Hold it in for 5 seconds. And blow it back out for 5 seconds. See how my eyes automatically just pick up. I've been doing this for a long time, so wow. So my body automatically just goes to that zone of being able to calm, relaxation, And it helps you to release some of those things, especially at work. This technique is really good at work. Even if you have to escape, go to the bathroom and just kind of sit there and just take it, focus on your breathing. And it actually helps you to also look at situations differently. It helps you to clear your mind before, say you have a meeting, or you have to actually deal with somebody at your work, or wherever that may be a little bit difficult in your life. Somebody who just, you know what I mean. But it also helps you to shift your thinking, your way of thinking, and it broadens your mind into like, okay, I'm thinking outside the box now. At least it does for me, because I'm able to relax and really focus on what I'm doing. And it helps me and it guides me to clear a path. Hello, Louise. Hi, Tracy. So now with these exercises, wherever you feel, because to me, after this weekend, I've shifted a lot. I've had a lot of family members come in. I have had, it was a very beautiful weekend. Last night was it was the cherry on top. A lot of memories came back. A lot of family members were extremely happy. They were healed from such grief that sometimes we do need to take a step back. We need to look at the bigger picture and realize that we are getting messages from our loved ones. It's okay to be sad, but let's always remember that it's a celebration of how wonderful they are, how they were in life, how they are in the afterlife, but also the legacy that they leave behind. Excuse me. It's really amazing because the people that came forward, the family members that came forward last night, they are still very happy. They are still very much themselves. They are they're a party group. They still have that spunk. They were very happy with how their life truly meant something, and that to me was really emotional. Because the legacy that they left behind is a large, beautiful family that continues on with traditions and continues on in everything that they learned growing up. We're talking legacy. We're talking the family, how traditions and the closeness, and those kind of things. It takes us back to a much simpler time. It takes us back to a much more appreciative time, a time where people walked in gratitude more, and they were more abundant in their family. And yeah, the money was came. They were able to survive and take care of what they needed to take care of. But the abundance, how they looked at it, was all in their family, and they all grow together. I hope I'm making sense to you here. But so this weekend, I know a lot of healing took place for a lot of people. I was so honored, and I was so grateful to be a part of that. Some of it still, it continues on. We work. We're going to continue to work with it, and just kind of get some closure and some good stuff going on. But I think a lot of it is a lot of us are becoming so much more sensitive to the outer, to the out, to the sensitivities, meaning we're able to speak to spirit, we're able to receive those messages, we're able to be guided by our ancestors. And this isn't just our immediate ancestors that have passed away. I'm talking like generations back. We're talking great, great, great. We're talking early 1800s, 1900s. This goes way, way back. Yeah, Sabrina, this is something that's very, the dynamics of it all, especially last night, the work that I did for my family was absolutely like I was talking to one of the uncles, and then all of a sudden, shoo, all the other uncles like rolled up, and it was a beautiful moment. It was kind of like something that was I've never experienced before. They all were very respectful, and they all took time, took their time to talk and share their moments of how happy they are for their family. You know, just those kind of things is that, if people think that their family members are not happy on the other side, or, I mean, don't get me wrong, not every single person is completely happy. There are spirits that need time to, um, how do you say that, they do have unfinished business. They do have a um, a need to heal old wounds before they are able to cross over completely. They do stay in limbo. I have seen it. There was something I worked with last night about a young man that was still in limbo, and unfortunately, some people are living over how they passed as they passed. They're reliving that event until they're able to cross over. So last night we were able to heal some of those like energies for him. He did cross over. It was a beautiful moment. And it was something that, but there's still that remnants of, other family members that, the messages need to trickle down to, which is fine. I mean, he's still good, and he'll be able to come back once he does his life review finally. And so, I mean, but there are so many different layers, and we all continue on. And this is why we always preach. Well, I mean, I always say what you need to say to those that are around. I always tell my family all the time how much I love them, how much I appreciate them. I don't care how old they are, but I even tell my friends, my dear friends, I love you deeply. They're a part of my life for a reason. They're on this journey. It's one of those things where we absolutely share those moments. And a lot of people are just kind of like, ooh, I don't think I want to go get too mushy. Yeah, get mushy. Get that stuff. Get those words out, because you know what? When we are done here and we have fulfilled our life purpose, and it's time for us to go, those are not the times, the best times, that we can have. We don't want that. We don't want to make that the only time that we're like spilling our guts out to our family members, telling them, I bet I love you. I wish I would have told you before. No, man, you do that. You do that stuff every day. Even if you just send a text message or whatever. Hey, man, I'm just thinking about you. I just want to tell you I love you and I'm grateful to have you in my life. Boom. That's it. Just doing those kind of things is, what, hey, remember that time or whatever. That's what it's all about. This weekend really opened my eyes to a lot of that. Yeah, absolutely, cousin. Absolutely, Sabrina. That's totally, and see, that's the other thing too, is my dad's side of the family. They're very loving. They're very we do the annual family reunions and stuff, but because of COVID, we haven't been able to have the family. We didn't have the family reunion this year. We just lost the last of the patriarch from the family, Theo Frank. He had just passed away. He was the last of the Mohicans of that generation, of that age group. I'm not sure exactly how to properly say that, but nothing but pure respect and love for him. But it's very hard. Those are the times that we miss. But you know what? Last year, everybody was just like, we love you, complete gratitude, all those beautiful things. He had, wonderful time. Everybody had a beautiful time. And that's what it's all about, Yeah, absolutely. And that's absolutely what it's all about. Because if we were to think right now, holy crap, man, if we would have had, thank God we're keeping our elders safe, our family, the Lavanos family, very safe. And the thing about it too is that last year we can always look back at those pictures, those memories. It's all a wonderful, wonderful time to celebrate those lives, because you know what, they were celebrators in life too, man. They were bigger than life. They were the keepers of the light. They were the ones that were driven, at the top of the family. I like to say they were the highest up in the food chain. They led the way. They paved the way for many of us youngsters that are still trying to figure out our shit, right? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But you know what I mean. Some of us are good, but some of us, you know what I mean. We're just, look at me. I'm drinking Diet Coke, trying to figure it out still. So with that being said, I love you too, Sandy. Sandy Viola is my best friend. And so yeah, I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I know it's hard for some people to actually come around and believe in certain things, but you know what? When it comes to our beliefs and the love that we have for our family, yeah, right. You know what? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just so wiped out from all the energy that I did this weekend. I love it. I mean, it's great. I wouldn't change anything for the world, because the healing that it brings to both sides, and to be able to see how amazing the legacies that have been left behind and have continue to affect the youngsters, the grandkids, it trickles down. That right there is priceless. That right there is something that will never be changed, altered, because that's all history. It's all history in the making. And a lot of, I know for my family members on the Lovano side, a lot of that is followed through. A lot of that has trickled down to families. It's all about tradition, very strong about tradition. And it's a beautiful thing, because there are not many people out there, families, with no disrespect to any of you, but there are some that just, sometimes unfortunately traditions are lost because the youngsters don't want to keep it up. But I can honestly say with love in my heart that I know my dad, the Lavanos family, they truly keep that tradition going, and they honor their elders. Those that are here with us still on the earthly bounds here, and they're also the ones that are in heaven watching over us. So yeah, I know that some of you are getting messages. I know that some of you are getting the answers that you're needing. I am actually being channeled. I'm being told right now to tell you guys to look for the feathers. Feathers is something right now. When you're feeling tremendous loss, you're going to start finding, or just kind of emotions. Some people are going to go through emotions right now because of the holidays. You're going to find pennies. You're going to find, the usual feathers. You may even hear your name being called from a familiar voice. You may feel a little touch on your shoulder and nobody's there. You're going to experience flickering of the lights. Like I told my cousin last night, I said, you're going to, your dad's talking to you through the flickering light in the kitchen on the right above by the refrigerator. I've been seeing a lot of feathers lately. That means your angels are around as well, too. You see, there's a lot of people coming in. There's a lot of family members stepping in. Let me go ahead and just, let me just do this real quick. I know this is a meditation video, right? Let me step in here. Louise, your grandmother is here, and she says that she absolutely loves you. She says she wants you to take care of yourself. She says she is doing just fine. She knew you were there the entire time. She said she knew that you were there holding her hand. She said that you have been an angel sent to help to guide her on her way. As we discussed the other day, how you said that that you were, that that we discussed God, I can never think of the damn word, for you to actually have an out of body experience and go to her to help heal her transition. So she also has she felt you there. She was kind of in and out, and then when she finally transitioned, she said that you were the one that was there to help her the most, because it was one of those situations where she wanted to go, but she didn't want to go because she wanted to make sure that you were okay. Now, that is another thing that relatives do too, is sometimes they wait for their loved one to come so that they're able to fully leave. My best friend, her husband did that. My best friend, Sandy, her husband kept saying to me, I don't want to go. I don't want to go because Sandy says she's okay, but I know she's not okay. So it was very emotional. See, my ear is like buzzing. They're like talking. So It's not that I have corn, I swear. Anyways, whatever. So, excuse me. So anyway, she says that she's grateful for you and everything that you did. You did help her to transition. You said you did. She said you did make it very simple for her. Much she was, kind of scared at first, but she's like, should I stay? Should I go? Because she got sick. But she said, you know what? You are a blessing in her heart, in her life. She loves you absolutely so much. She says that there's just so many more things she wish you could have done, but you know what? In my next lifetime, she's not even worried about it. She lived a long and beautiful life. She says that she is just completely in awe of everything that you're doing. She says, continue to help Carla in however she needs you. If you want to continue to stay in the back, doing that kind of work, that's beautiful too. But she says, you know what? Don't stop being you. Don't stop being you. Handle your business. Be you. Be happy. She says, but right now she wants you to rest and take care of yourself. She says, you're going to be fine. She's going to help you with that. I, of course, will also help clear some of that energy from you as well. And she says that she loves you very much. And she's so grateful for you. You are the best. You are the best. She loves you. And I bless you and I leave you with that. Okay. Yeah, your grandmother's super cool. I absolutely love her. She's like a butterfly. She says that the angels came to her and they just put out their hand and she was able to come and she said goodbye to you and those kind of things. So she said she had a beautiful transition. Don't worry about it. Let it go. There's some things she said she did leave you. I don't know if it's furniture or something. She said that there are some things, maybe jewelry, little things. I'm looking at a desk. I'm seeing a desk. There's like a box with maybe some jewelry and there's something. There's some knickknacks she left you, she said. Get on it. You'll know. But she did leave you some stuff. Okay. Sorry, I was like getting teary and, right away. You're very welcome, Louise. You're very welcome, Louise. Yes. So Sandy, if you're still here, Jim says that he absolutely loves you very much. He says that things are going to work out for you, but he says that if you're feeling that you need to downsize, he says, don't worry about it. Downsize. He's already looking for another place for you, but he says, I know you're comfortable there, but the reason why he wants you to downsize is because he wants you to not be surrounded by all those memories. He says that he does want you, and so does Betty White. Betty White's like, her, man. She's always like the girly girl moving things out. He says you're going to find a much better place, something a little bit more comfortable for you. He says, Whittles is Whittles. He'll still have his spot. He says that he is going to help with this transition. It's going to make it a lot easier, something where you're going to be very comfortable and you're going to be like, okay, this is my place. Yes, it's going to be hard for you for a little bit, Sandy, because you're, still very extremely emotional. I love that. I can respect that. I fully get it. But he says he's going to really make things a lot easier for you. The change needs to happen because in order for you to get out of your grief, that whole scene, needs to be changed so that you're able to move forward in your life. He's like, Sandy, quit. He's not getting mad, but he's like, cut it out. Let's do it. Let's move. He says he wishes he would have had you guys move before, but you know what? It just didn't happen. It didn't happen. He wishes he would have downsized, a little bit and whatever. But you know what? Don't we all, right? Okay. I bless you and I leave you with that, Sandy. Let me see, Sabrina. Let me see. Your grandmother is coming in. Let me see. Actually, they're all kind of here right now, Sabrina. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Emma. Okay, I'm so sorry. My sister Georgiana knows all the dynamics of all the family. I have no idea. But the Emma says that she is here. She is super happy. She's smiling. She's having so much fun. She says that she just had such a wonderful life. She said that she just is so in love with her family. She is taking care of everybody. She really has oversees a lot of your mom, Norma, that she is so in love with her spirituality. She says she is so close to God. She says, I'm just so proud of her. She is doing so many things that It's just, she's just so, I mean, it's just the energy of how close to God your mother is. And it's just how it's beautiful. It's beautiful. She's like, believe in God, believe in something uh, much more stronger than yourself. She's like, the energy is there, the healing is there, the blessings are there, the power is there. She just keeps saying, the power is there, the power is there. She's walking in the garden. She's going around and she's smelling the flowers. I see her. She's in the backyard. Then she goes to the front yard. She says that she absolutely loves to watch you guys, the dinners. She's a part of it, and she says she loves she misses the Mexican food. She misses the tamales. She misses the menudo. She misses. This is the one thing. This is the only bad part about when spirit, when our family, our loved ones, or any spirit for that matter, they miss the food. It always comes back. One of my really dear friends, Rick, his dad, misses the Mexican food because they just cook so well. Um, it's just amazing because uh, she says she just misses the food. She misses the margaritas. She's like, and you know what? She says that the last time you guys went out, she says that you guys had Mexican food, and were you drinking a margarita, or you had a mixed drink or something? You were drinking something. Uh, um, she said you had like a margarita or something like a fufu drink, and she said, I just wanted, mija, I just wanted a sip. It looks so good. She says it was a margarita. She says it was something that was just super like fufu, one of those things. She's like, ay, mija, how I miss a good drink. I mean, she's like, cherish that, embrace it, love it. Those are the things, because when she sees you enjoying it, she's enjoying it. I was just gonna say a mango margarita. I swear, because that's my thing. I'm like, a good mango margarita or something. And then boom, there you go. Yes, absolutely. She was totally with you. She said, you know what? Just by your face enjoying it, the flavor, she enjoyed it with you. It was like she was drinking it herself. It's one of those moments. She says that, you know what, mija, you need to have a mango margarita for me more often. Oh my god, she's so funny. She's laughing so hard. She's like, mija, I love you so much. I'm gonna cry. She says, I love you. I am always with you. And I hear you. Everything is gonna be fine. Do not worry so much. Just let it go. She says, life is too short. She said, yes, I had a long and beautiful life, and I have a beautiful family. But she says, enjoy it. Don't worry. No fighting. Don't worry about the little things. No es importante. It's not important. And how she loves that mango margarita. So now she's with Theo Frank. He's kind of in and out because he's still kind of going through the process, the life review. You're welcome, prima. But they're all there. They're all sitting at a round table. It's a beautiful table. Flowers everywhere. Memories. They also go through like a life review of their family, just like, remember that time, and I can see pictures. It's like a big TV in front of them. And they're saying to themselves, remember that time, old school times. They're talking about, I'm seeing black and white pictures. They're remembering the time when they were growing up as little, as young. They're all sitting there together. Their mom and dad, their grandparents, abuelita Jovita, all those family members, they all come together. And they embrace the energy that we all have together. And they're keeping the family together. Some people are learning lessons. Some people are moving forward, and they're helping to clear paths. Trust me, your grandmother is very, your son, he is in the military, correct? Your grandmother flies with him, goes places with him a lot. She shields him, she guards him. She has Archangel Michael with her. She says, "This is my baby. This is my grandson. Keep him safe." A lot of our ancestors' prayers is what keeps us safe, safely guided, keeps us on balance at times. Sometimes we want to stray, and that's okay. There's no shame. There's no shame. But at the same time, we always want to forgive, get past those certain things in life that maybe or maybe he was her prince. Yeah. Oh, oh, he knows she's there too. She says, he knows I'm there. He talks to her. She responds to him. He sees butterflies a lot. She says, "I'm his butterfly." She says, "I'm his butterfly." So he sees butterflies a lot. That's her. That's her. She says that he is also so very like, he praises her, he honors her, he cherishes her, he speaks wonderful things of her, even in his mind when nobody, she's always like the topic on the tip of his tongue, like, "Oh, my grandmother," blah, blah, those kind of things. "I remember that time." You know what I mean? You know how we do, "Remember that time," like I do with my sister Georgiana. "Remember that time, Nana," blah, blah, whatever. It's like those kind of moments. He loves sharing stories about her. She says that he makes her laugh because there's some girls that like him, and he's just kind of like, "No, my grandmother wouldn't approve." He's kind of like, "I don't think my grandma would like you." I don't think he tells anybody that, but she's like, "Nah, not good enough for my grandson." No disrespect to them. I'm just putting it out there. Hey, don't shoot the messenger, man. I'm just the channeler here. Mm. So, anyways, everyone has messages. Oh, hey, Georgina. Mm. Georgina, message from my father. Let's see here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Are you still here, Georgina? It's my sister. My sister's name is Georgiana, actually. What a sign. Let's see here. I don't know if Georgina is still here. It's really weird because a lot of, oh, hey, Georgina, you're still here. Okay, cool. Okay. So let me go ahead and I'm just going to clear this stuff up. My family's all standing right here. They're like, "Okay, go ahead, call for it." They're like allowing him to come forward. Your father was I'm seeing this tall gentleman. He's very, very handsome. He is tall. He has, not dark hair, but he has like sandy brownish kind of hair and it swoops to the side. He is, well, maybe kind of darker hair. I don't know. I'm kind of looking at him and he's just like but he is tall. He is tall though. I can tell. Well, I mean, I'm freaking short anyways, but he's tall. Taller than me. Anyways, he says that he loves you very much. He says that he is understanding that you are having some problems right now and that you have been very sad. He says that he wants you to don't be afraid. He says that he is, hold on. He says that he believes in you and everything that you do. He says he wants you to believe in yourself and understand that you can do it. Anything that you have in front of you, you can totally do it because you're his daughter. He raised you to where you're able to be in charge of your own self, meaning you are actually pretty headstrong, but you need to, why have you lost your faith? Where do you feel you lost your faith? Was it after he passed or was it before? And maybe that just after your father passed, he like recently passed, like with like I'm getting like he said like a year, 2 years, somewhere in that neck of the woods. Um, it doesn't seem very far off. It doesn't to me. It seems very fresh still. But then again, that could just be, you know. Anyways, he says that he wishes that he could be here with you. Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, this is the thing. I'm trying to actually make sense of what he's saying. Okay. What he's asking me is what has happened within the last year or two has really triggered you into something that you're just kind of like, you know, really digging deep in some problems that you're maybe hold on, I'm sorry. Let me look into this because he's not making very much sense to me, or I'm not sending the message properly. I'm sorry, I do apologize. Okay, so what he's saying is that what he's telling me is that something happened within the last year or two that it really brought you to your knees. He's saying that um, you're more than capable of getting out of this situation. He wants to know what you're waiting for because he is bringing you answers. He is helping you with guidance, but you're not listening to him. He said that he's able to understand your situation, but he just wants you to know that nobody is judging you. Nobody is, I mean, you have to take care of yourself. He's saying that he also wants you to understand that his intention was never to leave you in a state that you would feel that you would not that completely crumbled. He's just kind of showing me like you're just kind of like not able to regroup. You know, like it's been too long. Like you're not able to like you just crumbled and you're just like you're not wanting, not willing to put those pieces back together. Now sometimes when we lose a loved one, we become so crippled that we just don't want to move on. We don't know how and we don't understand why certain things happen to us in our life. But it's in order for us to realize how powerful we truly are within ourselves and we're able to pick ourselves back up. I mean, he's really hurting for you and he shouldn't be hurting for you. Georgina, he really needs you to get your shit together. I mean, that's just all he's saying. I'm not meaning to be disrespectful to you, but I mean, this is just, these are his words. He's saying, you know what you need to do. You are his daughter and you really need to get your shit together. I mean, he's a very soft-spoken man. I mean, he's very, but he has his tone, he has his way of speaking, but he's like, he has power. I mean, in life he has power, and on the other side he has power. He says he's helping you, trying to help you, but you're not listening to him. You're not hearing him. You may not know, those messages. He says that he's bringing you opportunities, but you're actually kind of not. You're not. You're not getting. You're wallowing in your self-pity kind of. And I don't mean to be mean. I'm just kind of going with what he's telling me. He's like, I need you to get up. I need you to clean yourself off. I need you to just get up and move. You've become paralyzed. You are not able to move forward in any decision in your life, and the decisions you are making are not good for you. Yeah, his advice is for you to get up and move your butt. Quit making decisions that are crippling you even more. Um, make better decisions for your life. Make better decisions that are going to push you forward, not keep you back. He's also saying that he wants you to learn how to love yourself again. We all make mistakes in our lives, but We still have to live our lives. We still have to move forward. Georgina, it's actually very, you know, he's just telling you, you need to get your shit together. I mean, I'm sorry. He's just saying you have so much potential and you're just kind of wasting it in the wrong areas of your life. You're just like, you know, you're not giving everything you have to your life. Make the best decisions, the right decisions. Do what's best and healthiest for you. Stop with all the side stuff. I hope that makes sense for you. I hope that if that resonates with you at all, I know you say that it does make sense, but he is always with you. He says that he wants you to understand that this is just, you have so much more of your life to live, and that he wants you to get up and live it. But live it in the best way, in the healthiest way. If you need to go see a doctor, if you need to get some kind of help or anything, he says, do what you got to do. Just get up and do something. Okay? I bless you and I leave you with that. Alrighty. All right, guys. Well, again, let's go ahead and we're going to talk about breathing. So anyways, I hope that helped you guys in one way or another today. It was weird because I told my boyfriend Keith, I said, I don't know if I really want to do a kind of meditation. I said I felt kind of off, like just to meditate. And after I did my own meditation, or we did our own meditation this morning, it felt so like, I think I need to do something to help them to kind of get these messages through, because there are so many messages going here and there from our passed on loved ones that a lot of us are missing out on them. And you know what? Some of us are like, I think that's a message. But then at the same time, it's just kind of like, it is a message. I'm here. I'm here. I'm being sent by Spirit to tell all of you, if you think it's a freaking sign, it's a sign. You're asking questions. You're wanting to talk to your spirits. You're wanting to talk to your ancestors, your loved ones. I can guarantee you they're already speaking to you. We just have to take in our breaths. Back to the breathing. I know, right? See, Serena, I'm like, you know what? When they start talking to me, prima, I just kind of go like ding, 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 like a pinball, man. I'm like, where was I? Squirrel. I swear. Yeah. Once I get better, you know what? It's all good. You know what I mean? I'll be able to get all up on it. I'll be able to, whatever, fast track it, So anyways, it's one of those things where when we come back to our breath, we're able to slow down our pace, and we slow down everything inside, including our mind. And when we're able to slow down and we're able to focus, many things happen. Our mind begins to open. We become more sensitive to what's around us. And sometimes those messages can drop in. Sometimes those messages are able to come through. We're able to get those. And if you feel or you think that, wow, you know what? You're in the radio. You're in the car. All of a sudden, boom. Sabrina, when you were in the car with your grandma and her favorite song would come on, or anything like that. Any of you. That's a sign. She's letting you know. She likes to drive in the car with you too, Sabrina. She likes to go in the car with you. She says your mom's a crazy driver. I don't know. She says, I feel more comfortable with Sabrina. She goes, I feel more comfortable with her. She goes, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with your mom. She goes, I don't know what's going on with my daughter, but it's okay. I'll just go with Sabrina. I like her music. I don't know, man. That's your grandma, man. I don't know. She's just saying that. But anyways, long story short, go back to breath, man. Do your breathing exercises. There's a lot of YouTube videos on it as well. Meditation breathing, just to kind of, right? Just to kind of, come back to self, in those different breathing techniques. They really help you overall and they help you in your daily. See, like right now, my head is spinning too right now. So it's everybody's happy. They're like, "Yay! We're gonna scramble Carla's brain right now." Some of them leave, and it kind of gets like a little, you know. But anyways, all right, you guys, I'm done. I've been on here for an hour, and I was only gonna do like 15, 20 minutes. Story of my life. Anyways, all right, you guys. I bless you and I leave you with these messages. I hope that it helps some of you become closer to spirit and it helps you. I'm always here anytime you guys need anything from me. Yes, absolutely. You know what, Prima? Pain management is a huge one because you're able to come out of that pain. You're able to shut off that pain section in your head. Now, not all the time, but it helps you to maintain it to where you're able to be to function better, and you're not relying on pharmaceuticals. Number one, if you can control anything with your mind. Trust me, you are able to control anything with your mind if you really set your mind to it. Um, I you know I do my best with that. But again, if we really focus on that, just like my cousin Sabrina said, absolutely, man, it's a done deal. We can heal ourselves with our mind. We can heal ourselves with anything, any kind of emotion. We can heal ourselves with. We are self healing uh, gurus to ourselves, shaman to ourselves, if we tap into the right energies. Okay, you're very welcome, Prima. I love you. I hope this helped everybody one way. Jane, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. Please don't forget to like and share, subscribe to my YouTube, all that good stuff. I'm so bad at that. I never promote myself. Wednesday on our Psychic Fixes show. What is today? Oh, tonight, Grizel will be here doing the evening meditation on Psychic Fixes. Also, what do you call it? Wednesday, we have Lady T. I believe she's going to be cruising around with us. I'm so bad. Wednesday, we have a show. Tuesday, I think tomorrow maybe Lady T is going to start doing her show too. You know what? Go to the Psychic Fixes Facebook page, check the event, see what's cracking this week, and please like and share, subscribe, all that yummy stuff. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you. I'll be back on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Lots of love. Many blessings. Bye.